All Loz D Punch Out TV. How are you all? Hope you're well out there. Quickly want to talk about Joyce. Um, he's making a comeback. He returns. He's fighting a guy called Cash Ali on the 16th of March next month this year. Um, I've only seen Cash Ali fight once. He's age 32. He's 21-2. 2 losses, 12 KOs. Last time I saw him, he was rolling around the floor with David Price back in March of 2019, where he got disqualified because he kept biting David Price, and he got disqualified and lost the fight. So Joyce is fighting him, but I'm not really here to talk about the fight. I'm here to talk about where do I see Joyce going from here. Now Joyce is 38, he's 39 next year. For me, he's always going to play under Bricktop. He's always going to play second fiddle to Daniel Dubois and second fiddle to Tyson Fury. For me, I know it sounds good. I like Joyce. I like Joe a lot. For me, I just can't ever see Joe getting a title shot. I can't, if I'm honest, I can't ever see him getting into a mandatory spot again. Now, no disrespect to Cash Ali, but this is like a long, hard road back. A long, hard road back to where he was mandatory for the WBO. He took the Zhang fight. And I take me out off to him because he didn't need to take that fight. But he took it as a stay busy fight. And it ended up going bad for the fella. But Joe's on about coming back. He wants to get back at the top. For me, I think for Joyce to get back at the top quick, I think he needs to leave Bricktop. Because I just think Bricktop will just keep him. He'll just keep him on the top shelf. He'll just feed him scraps. I'm not saying Cash Ali's a scrap, but what I'm saying is, I just can't see how Joyce, who's age 39 next year, is ever gonna get to the top again, unless me personally, like I say, unless he gets lucky and he gets a shot at somebody. Is it gonna be a very long, hard road, a lonely road back to the top for Joe? Because like I say, I can just see Bricktop just giving him lower tier fights all the time. And the problem with Joe before this, I think, with the Zhang fight, he became very inactive. Where at first he was quite a stay busy fighter. You know, he's had some great wins. He beat Parker. You can get back to the top. Of course you can very fast, or get yourself in them positions. Because, I mean, take a look at Josie Parker. Since he lost to Joyce when he got stopped, Josie Parker's reinvented himself. But the thing with Parker's had a lot of fights. He's kept himself busy. Now he's coming up against Zhang. That's a tricky fight for him. But he's taking the fights what no one wanted to. Okay, I understand, I know Joe lost, but I can just see Bricktop keeping him on the back burner. I can just see it being a lonely, long road back for him. And if I'm honest, like I say, I just can't ever see him getting into that mandatory position again. Unless he leaves Frank Warren. Maybe goes with Eddie Earn or somebody else. I think Eddie would fast track him a lot quicker than what Frank Warren will. I just think he's the forgotten man. And I've always thought about that since he's fought for Queensbury. Whereas at one time he was quite, you know, he was like, I wouldn't say the A-list because it was always Fury, but he was, especially after he beat Daniel Dubois, he was a B-list. He was his second best fight. I wouldn't say second best fight, but what I'm trying to say, Frank was using him more, and then he became very stale, very inactive. He had the Takum fight. I can't even remember who else he fought. Had the Parker fight. Now he's lost twice to Zhang. I don't know, man. I see Joe Joyce beating Cash Ali. I see no problem. Um, but I mean, he's fighting in a place called Resort World Arena, Birmingham. I don't know what that is. It could be. I don't know. Never heard of it. Could be an arena I have heard of, but it could have changed its name. But I always feel sorry for Joe Joyce. I like Joe. I like him a lot. I think he's a good man. He's a pleasant gentleman. He's a big giant, really, isn't he? Big soft giant. But he comes across as a really nice kid. Um, I just feel sorry for him. I just feel like he was forgotten. I think Warren will just use and abuse him, really, if that's a way I could say it. I think he's the forgotten man, like I say, left on the top shelf, or very, very lonely, hard road back. What could take many, many years, and it'll be too late for him by then. I don't know. Let me know what you think. Am I just? I don't know. Let me know what you think. Peace out. Catch you soon.